My name is Mariana. My groupmates are Jalissa, Alexandra, and Leia. Today we will be bringing you a presentation on community schools. What are community schools? Community schools are publicly funded schools, meaning that they are free of charge for all. These schools, for the most part, are made to be economically accessible for low-income households. However, they don't have to come from a low-income household in order to attend. These schools strive to give quality education to students in order to help guide them to pursue higher knowledge in the future. Community schools also focus on family and community engagement. Now, what does this mean? It means that schools will go out of their way to get a student's family to engage in their school life. An example of this may be how schools often do home visits to a student's home in order to build a connection between the student, the teacher, and the family. It also means that students will be more driven to participate in learning if their guardian is made aware of their academic standing. Student support in these type of schools refer to mental and physical health support. This type of help is very important for students since they can cause a hindrance to a student's academic standing and overall well-being.
Community schools help both the children and the people who work with them. Involving children's families and the community could have a significant impact on the children's growth and development, both inside and outside of the school system. Being a part of the community like this offers support and assistance to families that are in need. Being capable of speaking with the community members allows you to understand about some of the many needs that a child might have. This can potentially enhance a child's education because it allows you to assist with other concerns that may occur for the child or their family, allowing them to concentrate on their education. It also strengthens bonds between students, parents, educators, and other community members. Having these relationships allow members to focus on their children's education. The probability of success increases when everyone works together towards a common goal or outcome. This is why community schools are so important to both educators and the members of the community.
The purpose of the slide is to help in the further discussion on the issue of community schools and to state the basic problem at hand is to say that creating networks and relationships between families, educators, community members, businesses, even local governments is something that students will need in order to create opportunities and services to help them be the best that they can be. And so the 3 questions that I have presented in the slide, I hope helps in creating your own moral and ethical dilemmas on the issue.
So, to better understand our topic on community schools, I provided a few resources to help you learn more about our topic. They each go into detail about what community schools is about, how to create a better community in our schools. So, we're going to go through each one of those. The first one is going to be EduTopia. So, it is 5 steps to better community school collaboration. So, first, it explains how a whole community engagement is key to a better school system, and it'll go step by step explaining how to do that. So step 1 would be expanding your vision of a school to include community, reaching out to anything possible to help better the school system, creating a community resource map for others to use, and then connecting with the curriculum, a design challenge for the community, and all that fun stuff. We're going to move on to the next one. It is CISA.org, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's just another resource mainly for teachers and parents. They provide a lot of events and seminars that you can attend. So, for instance, On Tuesday, October 26th, they're having a mental health awareness, and then Thursday, November 4th, is a whole child community conference, so you can listen in on those and play around on their website to understand more about what it's about. The third link is going to be the Scott Foundation. So this is basically just a community schools toolkit. It's a PDF that explains what community schools is, why are they a good idea, how to plan for it for parent leaders who want to be more involved in their child's community and their school, and just how to really push for community organizations and policymakers who want to bring community schools to their neighborhoods, school districts, or state. So this is a really good resource to read through if you don't completely understand what community schools are, and it'll really help you understand why it is important and what resources are good to use. The next link that I provided is ed.gov. So basically, this is just a bunch of resource links that you can click through. They're reviewed journals and everything that touches on community-based learning resources. So these are really good to look for as well. And then the last link that I provided is the AmericanProgress.org. It explains how to build community school systems, how it is in the United States, basically giving facts on like lower income and how they can become more involved within the community and create a community school that's great for these students for a high quality education. After viewing our presentation on community schools, we provided you a quiz to see if you really understand the concept of community schools and the resources that it takes to build a whole community school for our students. It's a short 6-question quiz you're welcome to take. There's no right or wrong answers. It's just for you to see if you really understand or if you need to go back and review the presentation. These are the resources that we use to gather information on community schools to prepare our presentation. We hope you enjoyed learning about what community schools are and the resources that you can use to help better our communities and our school systems. Thank you.